Hi guys, welcome back. For today's video, we're going to show you how we used a stencil to create this globe, and then be sure to watch all the way to the end because we're going to turn that design into a
T-shirt.
I've got this stencil here. It's by DecoArt. I'll include the link in the description, but really all you need is any kind of adhesive stencil in a circle shape. So we'll just open this up. Okay, so you can see it's a clear adhesive stencil. We're actually going to cut this part out for Ansley, and then at the end of the project, she's chosen the words, "What a wonderful world," that we'll stencil on in gold. And since we only have one stencil today, for my earth project, I'm just going to trace a circle with a bowl. Okay, so let's just cut this out, carefully avoiding the letters, because we're going to use those afterwards. Save that for later, and then we just peel the stencil off. Okay, so putting it on the paper, we have to be kind of careful. Oops, did not get it straight. Okay, now on this edge, I'm going to put a little tape down just so we don't accidentally paint past that circle. That'll help protect the paper on this side.
And one more.
Well, this way we'll keep our paper safe. You don't have to worry about it as much. All right, I think that looks pretty good. And then for mine, if you don't have a stencil, this is a little bit harder way to do it, but it'll still work. Just gonna trace a circle. And then when I paint, I just have to be very careful not to go past the edges, that's all. Okay, are you ready to start painting? So for this project, we're gonna do something called the wet in wet technique. And that is where you wet the paper first, and then you paint over the top of the wet paper. And so we're just gonna choose whatever colors we want. We're just gonna make our globe shape just beautiful and colorful. I think Ansley's chosen yellow, green, this beautiful rose red, and a blue color. I think I actually need to spray your green so it's wet. And I'm actually going to try to do a rough, loose earth shape in North America and South America in my circle. But you can do it however you want, and I think it'll just look so pretty. Okay, are you ready to start? So start by putting water in your circle. For this project, it is important to use high quality cotton watercolor paper. If you try to use something that's less quality, the stencil might actually tear the paper up as you remove it, and also you just won't get the same dispersion of paint, the same wet and wet look that we're going to make. So make sure you're using high quality cotton paper. Yeah, I think that's good. So you can start dropping some color in. And when you use multiple colors, Ansley, remember to wash your brush in between colors. Took her a lot less time than me because I have to be careful around my edges, and she doesn't. It's so fun seeing how the paint just blooms and explodes on the wet paper.
It's kind of turning into green.
Oh yeah, when you mix yellow and blue, that's what'll happen. So if you want a pure yellow, make sure to really wash your brush well. And we have this really clean water you can use too if you need to. If you don't have a stencil, like I don't have a stencil, you do have to be very careful around the edges. That's the nice thing about that adhesive stencil. You can create a perfect circle without worrying, and it's just a really fast process painting on that. If you want to spread out your paint a little bit, you can. If you take a clean wet brush, you can actually spread it out a little bit, or you can take droplets of water and add those in to create a fun effect. There's all kinds of things you can do.
I'm adding a little more water.
That's okay. The stencil is protecting your paper. I'm adding some green now to suggest my land masses. This is a very rough interpretation of the earth. It's definitely not perfect. Now I'm making mine more of a globe looking creation. And Ansley's is almost looks like a galaxy, doesn't it?
A whole galaxy.
So now you can paint this part in if you want to do the part that holds up the globe. Yours is so colorful. I love it. Should we stop and let it dry?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, our globes are dry, so we can remove the stencil now. We just very carefully unpeel it. Do you want to do this part?
Yes.
Along with the tape? Oh, look at that. It looks great. Very good. Okay, now we've got our lettering that we're going to put on top of our globe, just making sure. I think that's pretty much dry. All right, so I'll help you center it on there.
We want it all in the globe.
All right, Ansley's got What a Wonderful World, and I'm gonna put Explore on mine, right in the middle. Okay, now we both have our Craft Smart pens. These are just gold and silver paint pens, and we're going to trace in the stencils to create the lettering on our globes. You ready? Now these are pretty permanent, so
Try not to get them on yourself.
yeah. Stencils are such a great way to be creative and to make something beautiful without having to worry about drawing. Because sometimes the drawing part can be a little intimidating, right?
And you can't make the words that perfect.
That's true. Lettering is a really hard thing to do perfectly, so stencils are amazing for that.
They can make you trace the letters good.
That's right. Good. All right, here's the cap. And you can take the stencil off and see how it turned out. Oh no, mine bled a little bit. Whoops. Maybe yours turned out better. Let's see. Yours looks great. Your letters are perfect.
And I didn't really get someone.
No, you did awesome. Look at that. That looks super nice. So in the next part of this video, I'll show you how I take these designs. I'm actually just gonna take Ansley's design and we're gonna turn it into a t-shirt design. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken Ansley's design and I've scanned it in my scanner. And if you don't have a scanner at home, that's okay. You can actually take your project to FedEx or Kinko's or someplace like that and they will scan it for you and also retouch it too if you need it and place it on a thumb drive and make it any file type you need. Generally, you'll need a JPEG of your image to upload to your t-shirt company. So I just have mine open here in Photoshop and I'm going to knock it out so it's completely on a white background. Again, if you don't have Photoshop or if a FedEx or Kinko's is not available to you, you can actually hire someone online through websites like Fiverr for super cheap to do this quick retouch work for you. But in order for it to look good on a t-shirt, you do need to make sure that your image is prepared. Okay, so I've isolated Ansley's design on a transparent background. I'm going to save it two different ways. I'm going to save it as a PNG first. We'll call it Ansley's globe. And save it as a PNG. And I think I'll just save it on art.com. Save that. and then I'll also save it as a JPEG. Okay, so now that my file is touched up and saved, it looks pretty good. So we'll head over here to Printful. I'm going to use this website to order and print Ansley's design on a t-shirt. And I think we'll just go with this. We'll go with this kid's jersey t-shirt. It's got some pretty good reviews and comes in a bunch of different colors. So let's do age 6 years. And we'll do the light pink. Let's start, see how that looks. Start designing. Alright, so it says upload file. You can use your own design, so we'll do that. I'm going to start with my PNG file. I'll just grab that. And there it is. We'll choose that. And you can see it puts it inside of the t-shirt for you, so you can preview that. And I think that looks really cute on the pink. You can move it around if you want it off the side a little bit. I think I want mine right in the center. So we'll just center the globe right there in the middle. And it says that our print quality is good. Everything looks good. So continue the shipping. And then you just enter your information and hit calculate shipping and order it, and I'll show you what it looks like on Ansley. Ta-da!
This is this.
We hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button and hit subscribe if you're new here. Turn on notifications so you never miss any new videos, and tell all your friends who are interested in learning watercolor about our channel.
Thanks for watching.